Let me slide in here right quick with some good news to kick off 2026. With prices climbing on just about everything, I was ecstatic to hear something is actually moving in our favor. The IRS is bumping up the rate for business mileage. It's a small win, but for folks like us who rack up miles, that increase can lead to a major decrease in what you have to pay in taxes. Starting January 1st, the standard mileage rate for driving your car, van, pickup, or panel truck for business jumped to 72.5 cents per mile. That's a 2.5-cent increase from the 2025 rate. Not a massive leap, but every penny counts. And especially when those pennies come in the form of mileage, because those pennies, they stack up at tax time. For freelance journalists, for creators, mileage deductions can be a game changer. Whether you're clocking those miles for interviews or hauling equipment from shoot to shoot, or even just running your day-to-day business errands, the miles on those drives add up fast and it makes a difference. If you drive for your business and you're not claiming mileage religiously, you're foolish. I'm not even going to try to keep it sweet with you. You are just giving away money. In our line of work, where for so many people it's feast or famine, clients are reining in their budgets, I don't even know what you would be thinking to forego your mileage deduction. But if you turn your life around, you could save hundreds, if not thousands, off your tax bill, depending on how much you drive. And here's the thing, a lot of business miles slip through the cracks because they often feel like they're too routine or too insignificant for us to log them. We remember the big trips, of course, the stuff like meeting with clients. But what about the other things? Let me give you a list of them, a list of possibly forgotten, overlooked miles. Dropping off or picking up packages, mailing out press kits, samples, anything to your clients. Do you have a post office box for your business where you have to go collect your mail? I don't care if that thing is a quarter mile from your office, from your house. That's 1.5 miles a week. Or think of it this way. It's like you taking back $1 that you would have had to pay tax on every week and putting that dollar into a jar for that 1.5 miles. That's essentially how mileage deductions work. It's like every time you drive, you just start chunking dollars in a jar. Tax time comes around, you're like, I didn't earn any of those. I spent those on my business. No tax on that. Attending public meetings, your city council meeting, your board of supervisors meeting. We're about to go into legislative session in Virginia, so going to the legislature. A big one for me last year, traveling for court cases, especially when you're covering serious crimes and you've got a jury trial. Just a jury trial will often run for a week, not to mention all of the proceedings leading up to the trial. Major miles. Conferences, workshops, classes, and training. If it's related to work, get in there, those are business miles. Running errands for your business. Simple stuff like paying bills, going to get paper, ink cartridges, dropping off invoices, picking up payments. Business miles. Shopping trips. You know how sometimes you have to go from store to store looking for props for a video shoot or comparing electronics. Yes, some of us still do those types of things in person. Those are business miles. A lot of times we remember the business miles when we're providing services, but what about when we're receiving services, such as getting photo shoots, getting devices repaired, even going to pick up forgotten or lost items that you left somewhere while you were working? Business miles. Driving to interviews, source meetings, client consultations, networking events, all business miles. Traveling to events, press conferences, more miles, research excursions. When you have to visit locations, go to the archives, go to public libraries, go to historical sites to gather background information for your work. Business miles. If you're out of town and instead of working from your hotel room, you go to a co-working space or you go to a coffee shop, more miles, even short trips, whether it's to take photos for your stories. Those of you who do visual heavy work, if you're taking your equipment out in the field for testing, business miles. Some of these might seem like no-brainers, but others can get overlooked because a lot of times we find ourselves thinking it's just part of the day. No, it's not just part of the day. These are legit business miles. And now those business miles are worth more. So let me repeat myself. Do not overlook even your short runs. A half mile, it might not feel worth logging, but over a year, that can snowball into some serious tax savings. I've learned this the hard way. I've gotten hit with some big tax bills that didn't need to be as big. So damn it, learn from my mistakes. Get in the habit of noting every single fraction of a mile religiously. I even suggest using an expense tracking app, one that has mileage. To me, that makes it easier to deal with the partial miles, and it lets you track and tag relating expenses like your parking fees, your tolls, your meals, entry fees, whatever else you had going on that day related to that mileage. That way, you can see all your expenses from a given trip, and you don't even have to rummage through a shoebox of receipts.